Welcome to Money Mode, the channel that makes money talk less confusing and way more useful. Let's get into it. They say money makes money, but few people understand why some fortunes grow slowly while others seem to multiply almost by magic. The secret isn't luck, it's math, and once you understand it, you'll never look at money the same way again. Meet two friends. Both start with $1,000. Both earn 10% a year. One takes the interest out every year and spends it. The other lets it stay and grow. Years later, the gap between them will be staggering. The first friend earns simple interest, the same fixed amount year after year, steady, predictable, linear. It adds up, but slowly. The second friend earns compound interest. Each year, the interest earns interest of its own. The growth isn't a straight line anymore. It curves upward, faster and faster, like a wave gathering force. There's an old legend that captures this perfectly. A king wanted to reward a clever inventor. The man asked for something simple. Place 1 grain of rice on the first square of a chessboard, then double it on each square after. The king laughed at such a modest request, but by the last square, the 64th, the rice required would outweigh anything the kingdom had ever produced. Doubling again and again becomes unstoppable. Compound interest works the same way. Imagine a snowball rolling down a hill. At first, it barely grows, but the longer it rolls, the more snow it gathers, and the faster it grows with every turn. There's a simple trick to estimate how fast money doubles. It's called the Rule of 72. Divide 72 by your interest rate, and you'll get roughly how many years it takes for your money to double. Let's see it in action. Anna starts investing at 25. She saves $200 a month for just 10 years, then stops completely. Ben starts at 35. He also saves $200 a month, but he keeps going for 30 years straight. By retirement, Ben has invested far more money than Anna, and yet Anna's account is worth more. The only difference between them was time. 10 extra years invested early outweighed decades of extra contributions. One of history's most successful investors built almost his entire fortune after the age of 50, not because he found some secret formula overnight, but because he had been compounding patiently for decades before that. This is why reinvesting matters. Every dividend put back to work, every bit of interest left untouched, becomes fuel for the next round of growth. Small, consistent decisions quietly building something enormous. But compound interest has a darker side. Credit card debt grows the very same way, except now it's working against you. Unpaid balances quietly multiply month after month until a small debt becomes a heavy burden. For generations, financial thinkers have called compounding one of the most powerful forces in economics. Some accounts even call it the eighth wonder of the world, because those who understand it earn from it, and those who don't often pay for it. The real secret isn't a high-risk gamble or a lucky break. It's discipline, starting early, staying consistent, and resisting the urge to withdraw growth before it has time to multiply. You don't need a fortune to begin. You only need time, patience, and the willingness to start small. Every dollar invested today is a seed planted for a future that compounds far beyond what you put in. So the next time you think about money, remember the chessboard, the snowball, the quiet power of time. Because in the end, wealth isn't only built by what you earn, it's built by what you allow to grow. That's Money Mode for today. Subscribe, drop a comment, and let's keep leveling up together. Catch you next time.